Okay, so Idia Commerce is a little over a week away, and this big commerce update is going to be massive. So right now we are in the pre-event, and I'm going to take a look at the Korean site today and show you guys some stuff so we have a little bit of insight into what's coming our way. So right now we're at the pre-event part. We already have that out, and here's the pre-event for the KR page when they got it. They got it in on December 9th of 2021. So this has been out for a while. But on the 23rd, the actual commerce update begins. So this update is going to be released in 2 parts. And the first one we'll take a look at over here. So I'm not going to play any of the videos on any of these pages just for copyright reasons, but there are 4 sections on this page that we can look at. So let's start with this one. So what this is saying right here is this is where Port Sion is, and it's going to be put to use, and there's going to be a big ship that goes to a new port in Sella, so there's going to be a new Port Sella over here, and then there'll be another ship that goes to the new port in Konus, Port Konus in here. So that's what that means. And here we can actually take a look at some of the pictures of Port Konus. So basically, Port Konus and Port Sella will allow you to take your commerce goods overseas. So you can take things from Idia to Ulad, or from Ulad to Idia. And let's take a look at these real quick. So here's one main building here, and this looks like a sort of a town square area. And this dock is really beautiful. I like this a lot. After we get this update, I hope we get some fishing events here. I want fishing events at these new ports, because they're really beautiful. Like, here's the entrance to it. And this is inside that building that we saw earlier. It looks pretty good. This one is kind of the only, like, image, part of the image. This object is the only one that's, like, really low quality. You can see how it's kind of a little pixelated at the top here. And then here's, like, another part of the dock. So there's the entrance over there. And then there's some stairs, and then there's the town square area and the building. And there's a lighthouse that's out there. That's really cool. Okay, so I think that's all the pictures of Port Konus. There's only 5 of them. And let's take a look at Port Sella. So this is Port Sella. And here's the big ship. So it has this huge building over here. And I would like a fishing event here too. I like how this area looks with all the stone and everything. And there's new NPCs everywhere at both these new ports. Pillar here. So you go into this building, and then you go up those stairs there and out to the ship, and then this will take you to Port Sion. I think it's interesting that they added like this separate trail going to this lighthouse that's like away from the port. So I'm wondering what they're gonna do with this lighthouse. I don't exactly know what this is gonna be for, but I wonder why they would even bother having like a trail for you to walk to it if it's not gonna do anything. So I think that lighthouse is gonna have some purpose in the future. Anyway, those are all the pictures of Port Sella. So this area is mostly just like showing you the new ports. And here in this video you can see some of the area. There's the new Husky Mount, and they're going through near the Silva Forest and Vales. Okay, so let's check out this next. So while we wait for that video to load there, we'll take a look at some of the information. So there's going to be a number of new commerce posts. We're getting 8 new commerce posts in total. So you can kind of see the one at Core Village over here. And then you can kind of see, it's a little hard to see where the commerce post is, but behind that guy's head is the commerce post at Vales. And then this commerce tent is the one in the volcanic area. So these are what the commerce tents will look like at the near the Para volcano, I think it is, and then the one at Karu Forest, and like the tent at Calida will look like this as well, and the one at the Oasis in the Conus area will look like this, with this like red. I like these new tents, they look pretty good. Okay, and this one's showing you all the new mounts here. So these mounts are rental mounts, and you can get this one, the camel one, and then there's the Husky mount, and then there's this ship mount. And this ship like can't fly or anything, it just hovers above the ground. The air commerce routes that take place like up in the sky are in part 2. So let's take a look at that video. Is that loaded up yet? No? Still slow. Oh well. So let's take a look at this down here. This is just showing off some commerce items. And this structure here is sort of what the commerce post outside of Philia will look like. And these are some new bandits on the bounty hunting board, so we're also getting a couple of new bandits for bounty hunting too. This isn't just about commerce. And then here's a player fighting a human bandit outside of the new Port Conus. And then let's take a look at this over here. So this shows you some more of the commerce items. So this one's some sort of ogre mini gem or something, maybe. And then there's some of these items here. Alright, so let's go back here. Did we look at everything on this? Yeah. Okay, so this is all for part 1. And then part 2 is a little bit smaller. We're going to probably get this sometime in late July. So here's part 2. There are 4 different sections that we can click on, so let's take a look at this. So yeah, here's the new airships. And you can see there are 6 spots where you can fire those ballista bolts. So it's basically a improved version of the hot air balloon. And you can fight wyverns or dragons that you encounter in the sky while commercing. And air commerce is only for Idia. This won't be like something you can do in ULAD. So there's going to be a new party mode for commercing. So there's going to be like a commerce party that you can form. And you can have update people in your party, and then you can have like 8 different people on your airship, so 1 person can be steering and you can have 6 others firing ballista bolts at the enemies. And this little video, it's just going over some spots in Idia near the core area. So let's take a look at this one next. And this airship is going over the Oasis area. And here you can see some of the enemies. Here's some wyverns attacking. And then there's a red dragon. And this image is showing off all the land mounts that don't fly. Well, this one hovers, but doesn't like fly up in the sky. So these are the new rental mounts that you'll be able to get with the Part 1 update. Well, actually, here's 2 of them. This one's just the old alpaca one. And then there'll be new commerce artifacts that you can find. Artifacts and treasure chests using L-rods and Discovery and stuff like that. So I'm glad they're looking at content that already exists in Idia and improving it, instead of just like adding something new that has nothing to do with all the old stuff that you can do in Idia as well. So I think it's really cool that you'll be able to find commerce artifacts. And these like artifacts will, like, if you find them, they can increase the amount of ducats that you can get on your run and stuff like that. So if you find one of those chests or one of those artifacts, you might get a big ducat bonus. And I guess this one is about new NPCs. So there's obviously going to be a lot of new NPCs around. And I'm guessing this elf will probably be around Port Conus or something like that. This person looks kind of like a giant, kind of gives off that Veils look, so she'll probably be around Port Sella. And these two could be like around Port Quilla and Port Sion. So yeah, this update is going to be in 2 really big parts. Okay, we've looked at everything. And part 1 is just like adding the 8 new commerce posts and adding the 2 new ship ports and all those other little things. So that's going to be the big part of the update. And we'll be talking more about this update when we get the information that releases to the NA later, probably next week.